make sure. And here we are, jumping into game number 3. Again, it's 1-1 for these two teams. The Battle of the Skies going on here. The Falcons and TNC Pro Team. Wow.
Nice try.
Was that a... Yeah, that was a little bit louder than I expected, but yeah, Zyda on a signature pick for himself, and I think you can even look at Falcons' lineup, and you know, these are all heroes that we've seen them play time and time again.
Yep.
Flap looking to emulate what he did in game 2. He was so proactive on this XP lane Baksha, and it's going to work really well with the Kalea in the hands of Ogwin.
Yeah.
And maybe it was few that I was thinking of, was one of the only, like maybe 2 or 3 of the players in the MPL Philippines that likes to play this Zask opposite of Lancy like we saw earlier on. So
yeah,
I would say it's pretty balanced for both compositions for both teams here.
Yeah, before this playoffs, played it once and got a win with it. Don't recall exactly when, but it's in the numbers here that, yeah, he did play it once. Oh, 3 more.
Oh, we shadow kill onto 3 more. TZ paired up with a Shield Unity as Kyle TZ picks up the first blood.
Missed time there, spent a little bit too long, wasn't able to flicker out to safety, and he gives a kill early on. Not good, especially you're going up against a Baksha who will love that because that gives him so much room to just be more of a nuisance in the map. And that's the duel between these two in the EXP lane, who has the more map presence.
Yeah, more map presence. That's kind of been the story though, right? Of just maybe XP lane in general, the way that it's been developing in the meta.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's been a big thing, and that's why we were saying earlier on, it's kind of like you turn into almost the roamer, or at least kind of like the roamer sidekick, you know, and that's what you're going around doing. But ultimately, I think it's a fun place to be in if you are an XP laner. You can be proactive, or you can also sit in the lane and just focus on that if you want to. We've seen that with some of the heroes popped up. Oh, Benny Cutie. Oh, Marco. He's not level 4 yet. Oh,
we can shadow kill onto Benny Cutie. Fortunately for Benny, there were minions, but still, the damage from Super Marco was more than enough as TNC tries to work on the turtle. Ogwin jumps in as well as Flaptazy, and they get down Zyda. Lancy with a Crimson Beacon out. And still, Lancy will secure the turtle, but Yaoi AOG casted it right on time. 1 more hit away, and Yaoi escapes.
Okay, he's not going.
Yeah, that's a massive consolation prize. Oh, in the middle, Lancy in trouble.
Okay, Lancy pops his Purified, though, and pew, with the Nightmaric Spawn brings him down.
That was so cool from Kyle. He like literally like, it was almost like if he could walk away,
yeah.
You know, but he like shadowed away, and he's like, yeah, Fuse got it.
Yeah, it's good. My captain's got him. 5-0 start for Falcons, 3 minutes in, a 2,100 gold lead. Everything has fallen apart for TNC Pro Team in the early game here. First 3 Martizi getting that kill up top, getting picked off by Kyle TZ and Flap, and then everything going wrong with the turtle. Except, again, a great consolation prize in the fact that Lancy was the one able to secure that turtle. It minimizes the lead that Falcons could have gotten at this point, but they definitely still are in control and have the lead.
Yeah, they'll work around this. TNC might have to do something about it too, and you know, really when you think about it, okay, what can they do? Well, Benny Cutie, he went down earlier on, so he's not going to have that easy start on this 1-1. So he can continue to farm up and hope that, you know, he's able to go ahead and capitalize on the 1-1 kit, especially with the crossbow of Tang. You can almost do the same thing, I guess, if you mention with this the Ling instead of the Hayabusa that they had back in game 1.
Yeah.
But then that's the thing. I feel like Zyda, the pressure is there because you're down already. You know that Kyle TZ's got a little bit of that lead. I mean, he did have 2 levels ahead of him. Kyle TZ should be hitting that level 9 in just a bit, but really for Zyda, he's got to rely on the team to help support him, grab the buffs, and hopefully secure some of the objectives. It is only 1 turtle in the favor, though, for TNC, and they can continue to build up on that, but they're talking about a 2,000 deficit already in gold.
Yeah, and even more pressure for Zyda as they're trying to chase down. Flapteezy looks like they'll be able to secure the kill, but no, it spoke too soon. Flapteezy already forced to use their Revitalize to get away. As I mentioned, one of the tanks of TNC Pro Team, the Hilda, actually is going to be the main tank in this scenario, as he's going to be the one providing vision for the Gacha for Yaoi to go in. He's already 2 deaths early on. That means the moment Ogwin can see 3-Mar, he can just go ahead and toss his ultimate onto him, and that's already a sure kill that you're going to build advantage off of. You just save your dashes to make sure you get out of the AOG of Yaoi.
Yeah, especially if once the 3rd item is there for Ogwin, might be the fleeting time could spell disaster for
he bumped him.
TNC as Kyle TZ gets the turtle. AOG is there. Tempest of Blades casted out by Zyda, but Yaoi looks like is going to be the first man down. Kyle TZ goes in with a weaky shadow kill, going to bring down Yaoi, but Drumar TZ answers back with an Oakwin kill.
Okay, roam for roam trade. TNC Pro Team still getting chased by the members of Falcons. Let's see if they can get Lancey. Kyle TZ goes in. CC immune. Hayabusa takes out the Juicin.
Good pickup there. You know, just when they get on the board, Falcons takes a little bit more, plus that objective. So you can see how things are going in favor for Falcons. This is where they'll go ahead and press a little bit more on the gas, looking to go get their first turret. So they have some more space to work with. 3Mar's going to try to hold this down. Zyda's with him. So they should be able to hold this on.
Already casted the Wiki Shadow kill. Look at the damage. Even Zyda, 1/4 HP lost, but he's surveying the scene. Went down, went with Tempest of Blades, but the response from Team Falcons just too much for them. Benecuti though in the picture now, as both teams will disengage.
What a read there. Kyle TZ avoided the initial damage that Zyda can dish out. Coming down from the wall, he stayed in the shrub. Zyda tried to foresee it, but Kyle TZ was like, all right, I know you're trying to predict me. I'm going to do the unpredictable thing, and I'm just going to stay here. Then I'm going to walk out. Then I'll get away scot-free.
Okay.
The kill onto 3Mar TZ up top by Flap TZ, and Kyle TZ is really biting TNC in the neck. Because so far, 3Mar TZ is having a hard time trying to go out of the map, or even try and prevent Kyle TZ from his usual jungling pattern. So Team Falcons already has that covered.
Yeah, they've got it covered. Right now, Falcons has the majority of this game covered. I mean, very similar to what we saw in Game 2, where they've got this pretty big gold lead. You know, 5,000 gold at nearly the 7-minute mark is quite massive to work against if you're TNC. The Turtle's going to be up here too, and Falcons will get in position for that. So again, you're banking on the fact that what can TNC do here? And really a lot of it is allow Zyda to not fall too far behind. And look for pickoffs here. Could be Flap.
There might be the trade. Flap TZ already popped his Revitalize, but just look at the sustain. It's taking them a lot of time. Falcons was able to respawn. Ogun with the title strike. Zyda goes out with the Tempest of Blades, but they were able to take down Flap TZ in exchange for Zyda and Yaoi. Now Few's going to pick up one more. 3Mar TZ caught in the middle of 3. Ogwin, Super Marco, Few chasing after him as Ogwin stuns him out and feeds off the kill to Marco.
You can't blame TNC for going after Flap. But man, Flap TZ held on so long. Lancey gets blasted. A double kill for Marco to cap it off.
Man, Super Marco, he's like, I want this one. And he goes, burns the flicker, will get the double, plus that turret. So now Falcons furthering the lead. I mean, man, 7.5K ahead at the 8-minute mark. This is not what you want to go against if you're TNC and you're looking at that first Lord in about a minute. The items, I mean, looking at it, they're so far behind in itemization. So this is the green light for Falcons to just take the side of the jungle.
Ogwin, another jump in, paired up with a Tsunami Slam, but Yaoi counters out with an AOG. Here comes Marco once again. Zaman Force paired up with a Wiki Shadow kill from Kyle TZ. A mega kill from Kyle TZ.
It's just violent yet again. Falcons have built up such a massive lead that if TNC Pro Team initiates, they will clap back immediately. We talked about this being an execution-based thing. Yeah, since Falcons executed the hell out of the early game so much better, they've just ballooned to a 9,000 gold lead, close to 9 minutes in.
Yeah, this is really similar to what happened during game number 2. Even down to the fact that the jungler and the gold laner of Team Falcons both have 4 kills. There was a stretch in game 2 where they have equal kills, so now Falcons with a strong start again, holding on to a 9.7K gold lead, not giving anything to TNC at this point.
Hey man, 10,000 gold. You are as happy as you can be if you're Falcons right now. Leading into this Lord, you know you've got the pretty much automatic secure on this, because TNC would be kind of crazy to even try to contest it, especially with a Ling. You know you got to go ahead and just plant Zyda on the opposite side of the map and just try to farm up, get some pressure somewhere, because you're not fighting Falcons. You're not even going for it, so you might as well just prep up for the defense. Now the problem with that is because of this lineup the Falcons have, it might be a similar cause where this first Lord is a game-winning push, just because of how far ahead they are. And the fact that, again, Ogwin on the Kalea can just jump on in, force something, at least a response, and there's only one Purify over there from Lancey.
Yeah, not to mention 2 core items only for Benecuti. The Corrosion Scythe is also there for him, so in terms of damage output, it's going to take a lot for TNC to just burst down. Even Flapteasy like we witnessed a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I think at this point they need to come up with a new boxer skin. It's just he's carrying like weight plates. That'll be really cool. Like gym bro boxer.
Yeah.
Hey, that's an idea.
Right?
That's
right?
actually a good one.
Hey, yo, Moonton, hit me up.
Yeah.
Hit him up. He'll design it. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen him draw. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Renmar changed career. Now a designer.
Renmar the artist.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Well, right now it's the Lord.
You expect 3 Martisi and Yawi to be the tankiest frontliners for TNC, but
Oh, Conceal?
2 Synchro Fishes for Marco is more than enough to half health 3
Are they chasing
Martisi.
Benny?
Yeah, they are. Oh, they found 1-1.
Oh, Shield of Unity is there, and Uigi Shadow Kill to finish him off.
Yeah, you weren't going anywhere. They got the information from Kyle, and they're like, yeah, we're going for it. Pop the Conceal. Roll on in. Lord is taking care of it, but there's the mid-turret going down, too.
Oh, they're just going to continue this.
Another jump in. Super Marco also with his Zamin Force even catches Lancey through Martisi. Might be the next target here.
Oh, no.
Flapteasy with a Shield Unity. They're working on them. A double kill for Flapteasy. And a wipeout for Team Falcons. 2-1.